One thing I wanted to show you guys that I haven't, and I've also never done a video where I was talking in it, was this antenna. This antenna is actually, when I purchased it, it said it was for a 442 or a cutlass. But here's an interesting feature. I call the dang thing my whip antenna. You grab onto this, and you extend this out. And when you extend this thing out all the way, that thing looks like it should be on a semi. I mean, you can't even get the full thing in the picture unless I back way off. And can't say I've seen too many car antennas that are that tall. Just thought you guys might get a kick out of that. Okay, last year I showed you this antenna, and it's fully extendable and it goes as tall as it does and everything. You know, saying that when you get it all extended out, it goes so high it's like a CB antenna. But what I'm going to show you now is what used to be there before I bought this replacement antenna. Okay, this is what was there when I bought the car. This little bitty thing right here. Now this thing, I don't even know what it's really from, what it's really for. It's got a little screw hole to tighten it down. But whoever put it on, the original piece that was over here, they had a nail. And they just hammered the nail in to make sure it would stay on there. And it was the stupidest looking thing I'd ever seen. And that's when I found this antenna here. And I was pretty happy with it. You know, I get pretty good reception. And can't complain with it. I mean, looks a lot better than this here. There's a little added bonus. You can see the rear dash pad is carpet. It's not original, and the speakers are not original. That's the way I bought the car. But figured you guys might like to see some of the interior. There's your interior light. Back seat. Back seat's actually in better shape than the front seat. It's a little dirty. A little rust in here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It comes with an old car, especially living in New York. And then, this is the main damage, aside from the headliner. This seat was a little bit better when I bought it, but, you know, what can I say? Put a steering wheel cover on there. Some of the cracks from old age. It's unfortunate, but it looks pretty good. Mirror's got a little rust to it, but I actually have another one that I could put in here. But the extent of the headliner damage is like here, and let's see, there's a hole, it'll focus, there it is, a hole there. You know, you got a little bit of it coming down back here in the back. It's not too bad. We tried sewing it and it wouldn't hold, it kept ripping, so I guess the material is a little too old and doesn't want to stay together. But, you know, there's your inside shot. That's not the original armrest. The original one would look like this. This one's got a little bit of damage right there, but not too bad considering. This car was in much worse shape when I first got it. I mean, you had some rust spots and some Bondo that, you know, and there's Bondo in this car, I won't lie about that. But if you look right down there, that was a temporary fix. The other door panels don't look like that, but that's because that door panel was falling apart. Because it's supposed to look like this, with the darker part on the bottom. But you do what you can with what you got. Hey guys, just doing some maintenance on my olds, and I was thinking, you know, I ought to bring out the camera so you guys can see what's going on. I was having an overheating problem, and talked to a few guys, and asked for their suggestions or ideas of what they thought, and had a few different ones that were useful. And what I ended up doing, which I've already got it half back together here, but ended up taking off the water pump and the water neck and everything else and flushing the whole system. And I put a brand new, I don't know if you can see it down in there, it's a brand new thermostat. It's one of them high performance thermostats. The original one is, original one's over here somewhere. Let me see, where did I put it? There it is. The original one, I don't know if there's anything wrong with it. This is the package that the new one came in. And so I decided to put a high performance lower temperature thermostat in. Hopefully that'll solve part of my problem. And bought a new hose because the hose that I had on here was a problem. Took out the radiator and flushed that and everything else. Did everything I could. So hopefully when I put it back together, it should run nice and cool. The radiator's sitting right over here. This is possibly the original radiator. It's brass or copper, and I think it's brass. And I'd rather have that on my car than some of these new ones with the plastic ends on them. So basically, I just gotta finish putting her back together. I'll probably take some video clips as I put it back together. I got the fan to go on next, pulley, the fan, all that stuff, and then I'm going to put the radiator back in. And I'm thinking about, because this car's got what they call an idiot light, or just a dash light. It doesn't have a gauge. So I went out and I bought a mechanical. It's a mechanical gauge. And I'm going to probably put that in there. And originally I was kind of thinking goofy, because I was thinking about maybe I ought to make it so that the idiot light still works, which that's a lot of messing around, and the idiot light doesn't do anything. It just comes on until it's warm and then goes off, which a couple of people tell me that's backwards, but that's the way the car was since I bought it. Now, for any of you that want to know what this black stuff is, that don't know or don't work on cars, this is, they call it Permatex, but it's like an aviation former gasket. And you put it on there and you seal it together, and it's supposed to seal it together real good and not have any leaks. So along with what you see there, the blue, is, what do they call them? The Felpro. This one's the water neck gasket, and you got the, oh, hold on here. It's a Felpro water neck gasket. These are like $1. And then I use the Felpro water pump gasket, and then use the Permatex Forma Seal there, Forma gasket, and put it back together, and it's supposed to seal it. Now, this is the stuff. Which I'm probably getting it on my hands now. You can't really see it too well. It says Permatex Aviation Forma Gasket Sealant Liquid. And it's part number, can't really read the whole thing because it says part number 3D, and then I can't read the rest. Pretty good stuff. This we've had for quite some time. I use that all the time when I'm putting things back together so that I know it's sealed. I've had other people, they use that RTV, and it doesn't always work. I actually used RTV on that water neck before, and it failed. It didn't work right. And so basically, this is where we're at. Got to put the radiator and the fan and all that stuff back together, and then decide on whether I'm going to fill it yet. I don't know, because I have to decide on this right here has to come out to put that, if you can see where I'm looking. Let me see here, don't, you guys can't see it on the camera here. Let me see here. There we go. Hit the camera in the wrong spot. Right there, that thing right there, if it'll focus, is the sending unit to the thermostat sending unit. And that's for the idiot light. And if I take that out, I can put the mechanical gauge in there. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put that in there somehow yet, or if I'm just going to forget about it. But the other thing, if you look in some of the old pictures and videos, I don't know if I explained it to anybody, but if you look, you'll see the wiring harness, and you'll see it says Duraflex on it. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, I had a wire, it was either last year or the year before, I had a wire fire, and I'll see if I can find some pictures and throw them in. And basically the ignition wire that goes to the coil got overheated, and it was, oh man, what a redneck deal it was in there. Overheated, melted all the wires just about together, and as soon as you turn on the key, it started smoking. So that actually there is a 7-wire trailer wire loom, because I couldn't afford to go and buy painless wiring kit or any of that kind of stuff. I just didn't have the funds for it, and this works perfect. And basically I just wired it all in, hooked it into everything. Doesn't look too bad. That yellow wire, if I can get it to focus, is the new coil wire. Now there's actually another wire in that wire loom harness, but I didn't want to take a chance and use that one in case there was something still not right. And it works just fine. And so I'll show you guys the progress as I get a little further in. Okay, I just put the fan back together. This fan isn't the old style. It does not have a clutch and has 4 fins. Several guys from the car club I'm in have suggested that I should upgrade to one with a clutch, and I actually have one. It's right there. But the little hole in the middle right there does not fit. I'd have to round it out or clean it, or maybe it's just that one of the ends is dirty or something and it just doesn't fit because it's a tight fit. But whatever the case may be, this is the fan that's been on here. And when you put this one on, you put the pulley on, you put this little spacer here, and then you put the fan on the front, and it's got long bolts that go all the way to the front of the water pump. And so now the next thing I'm going to put in here is the radiator, and I'll show you when that's in.